begin the question and answer portion of the talk. If you would like to ask a question, you can raise your hand, and a volunteer will give you a piece of paper for you to write a question on. They'll bring it back to me, and I'll ask it. Before we begin, I'd also like to say to please not raise your hand to ask a question. We prefer that you submit it in a written format. And with that out of the way, we'll begin. First things first, why did you decide to study in Korea as opposed to somewhere else?
So, yeah, that's a good question. Actually, I had the opportunity to study here because of the internship, but I chose to study in Korea also because of the fact that it's not as far. If I can study like in Europe or US, but it is very far. The time difference is very big relative to my country. But here in Korea, it's just 1 hour difference in my country. So whenever I have problem, whenever I need to talk to my family, it's very easy. And if there will be some emergency that will happen, then I can go back home very fast. And also, here in Korea, as I mentioned, the research environment is good. Everything is free. I also receive some salary or allowance from our professor from the school. And if I apply in other universities, it will be separate. I need to find the scholarship and find the school. But in GIS, once you get accepted and you get admitted, automatically you become a scholar. So you don't have to think about money anymore. So that's a very good system that we have here in GIS. So that's why.
Okay. Was GIS your first choice?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And what specifically did you research during your time at GIS?
I have to go.
Just don't make it boring, please.
So my research is about, even the term is, my research is about molecular dynamics.
Oh.
So, okay.
Just kidding.
But in general, our research lab, what we do is that we have the seawater. So we want to make pure water out of the seawater. So in the simplest terms, it is like that. But in detail, my research is molecular dynamics.
All right.
So, yeah.
What are your favorite and least favorite things about studying molecular dynamics?
My favorite thing is when I can run the simulation and I can see that the molecules, the atoms, they are moving. The dynamics, they are moving. Least favorite thing is when they don't run. If my simulations don't run, I really... So, yeah.
Okay. You mentioned that you have a high tolerance for alcohol.
You want to test it?
Well, you can give us an example right now. How many bottles of soda do you drink?
Actually, just last night, I was drinking with my friends. And, how many bottles? I cannot count. But yeah, I've only been very drunk once in my whole stay here. And normally, our lab prefers to drink the hard drinks. We drink whiskey, vodka, and the highly concentrated drinks. So probably I don't really count it, but yeah, my friends might be a testament to my drinking capability.
Do you think you will take that habit home with you?
No. Probably not. I hope not.
Okay. Also, you mentioned before the talk to me specifically that your family will be coming to visit you here.
Yes.
What will you show them about Korea?
So, first they will visit Gwangju for my graduation. So I will take them to a lot of restaurants because I really want them to taste the good food here in Gwangju. And then after that, we will go to Seoul. And in Seoul, I will bring them to the cultural heritage places like the palaces and the museum. So I want to be their guide. So I will guide them through their whole stay in Korea. So basically, I want to let them experience the Korean culture, but because of the short period of time, it's not really very possible. But just I want to show them the subway, because we don't have subways in my country, and I want to show them how the subways are crisscrossed in. Because during my first time here, I was really amazed. How can they possibly do this? So yeah, I'm sure they will also be amazed.
Okay. And when you return home, what is the thing that you're dying to do, the thing that you really want to do as soon as you get home?
I really want to find a job. Because right now I'm still jobless. But I am really looking forward to meeting my family there and meeting my friends and telling them about my story here in Korea. Basically what I told you, I will also tell them. So that's what I want to do, and share to them my life in Korea. And maybe they can also come here and experience for themselves. That will be nice.
That fits perfectly into the next question, which will be the last question for the talk. Keep in mind that after we'll have a discussion group, so you can stick around for that if you want to. The last question is kind of just what comes next for you after you go home. You said you want to look for a job. What kind of job? Can you give us any specifics?
Okay, so
anything you're really looking to do?
So I can have a job in like a company or in the government or some NGOs. So in a company, it will really pay a lot, pay higher. But I would prefer to work in a multi-governmental organization, like let's say UN or ADB, or work for the government, because I feel that I want to do something relevant, something significant. I feel, as I mentioned earlier, I feel very blessed. I feel that there are so much blessings in my life. So because I feel blessed, I want to share what I have to other people. And if I work in the government or in an NGO, I feel that it will be satisfying for me because I am sharing myself to others. So,
all right, let's thank Hannah for her wonderful talk by giving her a round of applause.